Sorted and hash tables, whatever key fields you specify while in the data declaration part, that's your table key. So you need to use the table key. Then only it uses the binary search.
And
Or
for standard table?
standard table, it has a default key. You don't need
And
to
for
specify the key. So if I don't want to use binary search on a standard table, and I can read it by any key I want, even I don't need to sort it, the system will anyway perform linear search, so it will check every entry. So I don't need to worry about that. But if I want to use binary search, then I need to sort it first and then use the binary search. So now it performs a binary search.
no, I have a confusion with this table key and only key. Like if I use table key, what does it mean? And if I use only key, then what does it mean?
When you say table key, you are using the table key. For standard tables, you say with key. You don't say with table key. If you say with table key, then you need to list all the fields of your table. Because for a standard table, the default key is all the fields. All the fields of the table make your default key. So for standard tables, if you say with table key, then you need to say matnar, spras, and maktx also in this read statement. So you say with key. It's a generic key now. So you can give whichever field you want. So I'm not using the table key.
Okay, if I sort it by two fields and if I give your key with only matnar, so does it make any difference? Like
it does. Again, it depends. If you are sorting by matnar and spras, the entries are sorted by matnar first and then spras. So even if I say by matnar, anyway the matnar is sorted, right? But if instead of I sort it by matnar spras, and if I use only spras, then it creates a problem. Because spras is not actually sorted by spras, it's sorted by the combination of matnar and spras. So it might fail. So if you read the table using binary search without sorting, the read statement will always fail. It will not be able to locate the entry. So even if you have the entry in the table, the size of RC will be 4. It won't be able to retrieve that record because it fails. So you always need to sort the table before you use binary search. And always sort it by the key that you're using. If you're reading by spras, only sort it by spras. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
So these are the different types of internal tables that you can create. These are the key differences, and as I said, we use standard tables most of the times. Any questions on this? Anyone? So clear this internal table concept? Let me know if you don't understand something. I can explain it differently. Do you remember yesterday's program? Yesterday I asked you to remind me about this for all entries. Sort statement you can use only on your standard tables. You cannot use a sort statement on your sorted tables because the entries are by default sorted. So you cannot sort it again in a different way. So it will give a syntax. So you can only sort your standard tables. So yesterday I was asking you to remind me a few things you need to keep in mind while using this for all entries. So I'll quickly tell you that. If I give an invalid entry here, I'm writing this select statement saying select so and so from this table T001W into my internal table for all entries in, I'm saying for all entries in IT-MARCI. So it will scan this IT-MARCI table for this works field, whatever field I'm comparing in my where condition. And for all those works, it will get me the matching records from your other table, T001W, right? So that's how the system behaves. Now, if you see, Right now ITMRC is empty. There's no data in the, there's nothing in ITMRC. So I'm asking the system to scan an empty internal table in for all entries. What happens? If you use this for all entries and ask the system to scan a table, and if the table is empty, then the system will behave as if you have written this select statement without any where condition. So instead of filtering the records, because there are no records in ITMRC, it will fetch all the records from your database table. So now if you see ITT001W, it has fetched all the 191 records from the database table. So it will execute as if there is no where condition. So it's as good as writing a select without where condition. So whenever you use for all entries, make sure the table you are comparing in for all entries is not empty. It has some records. So always make sure. So your for all entries select should always be in an if condition. Okay. So I'll say, how can I check if this table is not empty? Can anyone tell me? How do I make sure that this ITMRC is not empty? Lakshmi?
Yeah, we can write one statement, if statement, if ITMRC is not initial.
Okay. Or else, can I write it this way? If size sub RC is initial?
Yeah, we can do in the same way. Either of them.
So what I'm doing here, if this ITMRC select is successful, only then I'm writing this select. So that means if it is size sub RC initial, that means ITMRC has some records. So if you're writing this for all entry select immediately after your other select, you can do it this way. But can I still do it this way? Is my order of selects is this? Can I still check for size sub RC? Is this right?
No.
So if I check for size sub RC, then it will check for this select to ITMAKT, and I'm comparing ITMRC in my for all entries. So in this case, I would say if ITMRC is not initial, that means it's not empty, it has some records, it has something other than its initial value. So this way I can make sure that this select for all entries is executed only when there are some records in my ITMRC. Okay, so this one thing you need to always keep in mind. Whenever you use for all entries, make sure it's always in an if condition. And if you want, you can also sort your table ITMRC to make it more efficient for the system to scan. You can say sort ITMRC by whatever field you're comparing here. So it is works. So I can say this and then use it in for all entries. Okay. And if your ITMRC has duplicate records, for example, instead of MARC, if I write this select to MARD table, MARD has material, plant and storage location information. So the key fields are material, plant and storage location, whereas in MARC it's material and plant, the key fields. So you'll get the unique records there. But since I'm writing it to MARD table now, I'll get some duplicate records. So if you look at this select, now you can see this 1000 is repeated twice, 1000 works is repeated twice, 6101 works is repeated twice. So I have some duplicate records in my internal table. So what happens when you use for all entries on this table now, which has duplicate records? The system will ignore that. So when it fetches the data into ITT001, it has fetched only 10 plant details. Even though my ITMRC had 12 entries, but it has ignored the 2 extra duplicates automatically. Okay. So it has fetched only unique records from T001W. So the system will ignore the duplicates. Any questions? So I'll give you some assignments tomorrow instead of today. Tomorrow we'll talk about select options, and then I'll give you some assignments on that. Vijita?
Kiran, I'm a little confused with the usage of for all entries, although I tried the program yesterday. So you mentioned that when we have nested select, if there is one select inside a loop, we should avoid that, and because of the performance, and we try to put that in for all entries using internal table. Am I right?
Yeah. So here instead of writing this select inside the loop, by using for all entries, I'm making the system to scan. The reason I'm writing it inside the loop is in every loop I'm getting a new works, right? So I want to compare that works. So instead of that, I'm making the system to directly scan the table for the works field, and for all those works, get me the descriptions. So I'm writing it outside the loop.
So we couldn't do read table for that.
Read table where?
Like we are reading other tables. Okay, those are for internal tables. Okay.
Yeah. So you're selecting data into ITT001W, comparing the works in ITMRC, and then within the loop I'm reading ITT001W.
And we've already selected IT
Here.
001W.
Yeah, here I'm selecting that data. So to select data from T001W, I need to compare the works of ITMRC, right? So one way of doing it is, while looping this ITMRC, while I'm processing that record, I can write a select single statement within the loop. So for every works that's coming into the work area, I can execute this select single to get its description, or I can use for all entries to get all that at once and then simply read my internal table data. So instead of hitting the database every time for every record, I'm just hitting the database once and getting all the records into my internal table and then reading it.
Okay.
Is that clear now?
Yeah. Little bit. I will show you my program offline after the class. I mean, I'll send you in the email. Can you quickly tell me if there is something missing? The program ran fine, but I want to know if that's...
Just tell me now. I can check. I'm done with today's topic anyway. So what's your program name?
Okay. You type Z_Vijita star. VIGITA.
Sorry. VIGITA. Okay.
23rd June. 23rd.
So what's the problem in this?
I want to show you if the usage of internal tables and
Always use standard
okay.
names, say PVBLN. So use the standard field names instead of saying doc number. That's the only way you get comfortable with those names, and it really helps if you use standard names once you get used to the names. So use P_VBLN type and refer it to the data element. Don't use elementary types. Select star from VBRP into table IT VBRP. Why do you need to select all the entries from VBRP? You're trying to process only these fields, right?
Because
you just need this.
Yeah, because the table type which I...
So always use local structures. Don't say star when you don't need all the fields.
Yeah.
That's a bad practice. So select star from T006A into ITT for all entries. Yes, this is right. And whenever you compare SPRAS, try to compare
So
SciLangU field.
if there are fields which in,
Sorry?
I'm sorry, there is a delay in communication. At the table, the IT VBRP which I created has all the fields. It's of type VBRP. So if I don't select all the fields and select only few fields into internal table, that works, and it will go to corresponding fields in the table.
No, you need to define your IT VBRP with only these fields in this order. When you select it,
Okay.
select them in the same order. So
Right.
it fills. So then for
Right.
all entries is fine. So you're comparing it. Then you're writing select single because you want to select only single record. Again, use standard
This is
names.
header data. Yeah.
Yes, everything else looks fine.
So my question here is, if you go down loop,
Mhm.
in loops.
Mhm.
So first of all, I'm looping at VBRP internal table into the work area.
Why do you need to
And
loop this again? You can simply read it, right? Whatever VRKM you are getting, read T006 here with that and get it. Why do you need to loop it? Because you'll only get one record.
but if there are more than one keys, it will get more than that, right?
No,
So
if you restrict it by language, why will you get more than one record? In T006A, if you see,
yeah, I went to debug, so there could be more than one.
no, the key is, you have the key here.
Okay, yeah. For this case, there will be just one.
So
Right.
if you see, if I don't give the language and simply see for PC, it shows me in all the languages. There are 29 languages in which it is maintained. But if I restrict it by language, then it will only show me one entry in that language. Because here,
Yeah,
there's a
I was
key.
also debugging here.
Mhm.
I was debugging here, and one more question when you are already here. So you give PC for MSc HI in the screen,
Mhm.
but here if you see the column, it is ST. The value
It is
is ST.
internal to external. Internal format is ST. If I double click on this, it shows me in external format. So external format is PC.
Okay.
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 So this
Because when
has
I
conversion
don't know.
routines. If you say, so it basically uses, if I say check conversion exists, then it shows in external format here.
Okay.
If I don't check this in the settings, then it shows me in the internal format.
Okay.
And when I double click, it
So
shows.
what goes to the debugger? The internal format?
In the database, it's always internal format. But when you use this write statements to print, it converts it to external format automatically. So when you show it to the
So when
user
we
or when
run,
you collect it from the user, we collect it in external format. But when you compare it in your database, you use the internal format.
so while we are debugging, we will always see internal format.
Yes.
Okay.
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 So you can replace this loop with read.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And wherever you have a language, try to use SciLangU, system language, so that if SAP supports different languages. So if I'm logged into English, you can show me in English. If I'm logged into German language, you can select the German language text and show it in German. So you can make it language specific based on the logon language. So tomorrow I'll show you that.
Okay.
Okay.